Okay, just wait for the last couple of people to take the seats, please. Please. Okay. So a great window into the early 1980s there. I'm now joined by three of the people who are integral part of that documentary. Got JR, who's the narrator and is also part of Nello James. Martin Lightening, cameraman. And yes, yeah. And John. So just to, what's really important is you can all give a context back to that time. And before we start talking about the film, I just want to ask you all about what your knowledge of CLR James was during the late 70s, 80s. You know, what was your knowledge? And I'll start with JR.
You know, as I indicated in the film, I knew CLR James when I was fairly young, and really through my uncle, because my uncle was George Lukaku, who you saw featured as a coordinator in the film, and he was one of these magnetic personality that people just gravitate to it. And CLR James used to brought me down from one day and used to stay at my grandmother's house. We used to live on Waddy Road. I had to give up my bedroom. That is a box room at the front of the house, so he used to stay there, and he used to have these, what do you call it? Plenaries or sessions at various venues in the community, these politics. So I was inducted in the whole drama of the emerging Nello James Centre. And initially it started out as a group called the West Indian United Association, and various personality took part in that. So CLR James used to have these sessions, and I remember one thing he said. He was just having a session, and somebody said to him, well, you know, the last time you said this, that, and the other. He said, never mind what I said the last time. Listen to what I'm saying now. And I thought, kind of interesting, deep. So that was my my initial contact with CLR James, and from there, his involvement in the centre was mainly as a figurehead, because he was getting on at that point, and so he didn't really physically take part, but his contribution was in steered us in the right ideological way forward. So that was my initial contact with CLR James.
That's where this might causing an issue. I don't think it's going to cause an issue for the filming. And it's stopped now. But yeah, is the mic going to cause an issue for the filming because seems to have a buzz on it?
No, I think that's fine.
It's okay.
I suppose to.
Okay.
Yeah. Always, thank you.
Fascinating. So I did know that. So it was forever present, wasn't he? In terms of you knew the man, so you knew his philosophy. Yeah. And for Martin, and for you, what was your memory of or your knowledge of him? Because he had a very strong northern connection. Yeah.
Sadly, I didn't really know very much about him. I mean, the only thing I was aware of, because I was into cricket, I was aware of his cricket and stuff to some degree. But apart from that, before starting this project, I didn't really know much about all his other things that he was involved in background, so it's my shame, really. But obviously, once we started this, really began to understand that he did more about him and what amazing character he was, really.
Cricket was important. Kind of heard that somebody has said that cricket his analysis of cricket and talking about that was also a very important part of him as a person as well. John, what about you? Seeing he's got a background in doing not only just gold but trade unions, what was your knowledge of CLR?
I think it's probably a knowledge that's been backfilled really since the time, being pointed towards his writing. A little bit like Martin, really. I mean, I was really in the cutting room working with Roy Newton, who was also a colleague of Martin's. So it was kind of historical perspective, really. I mean, I've always been a sort of left-leaning socialist kind of person. So his name had cropped up in his writings. The film, the book that's mentioned there, the Black Jacobins, the first black uprising against slavery in the 1790s. That book was quite influential. I think influential for the whole group, really, in terms of actually the one and possibly only example of a successful slave rebellion, which he documents in incredible detail. So it was really, I think, his ideas that got embedded within the group in terms of self-determinations, community control. All those things really came from CLR's politics and influenced, I think, everybody who came through the doors.
So who approached who? Did either of you approach the Nello James Centre? So was it you? Go ahead, Martin.
Well, it's myself and Roy knew because we both been students and we'd been done films, and we made several documentaries when we were at the art college. And when we left, we were trying to get work in the business. Myself as an assistant cameraman with Roy as an assistant editor, and we're just getting bits and pieces of work. But we were trying at the same time to carry on trying to make films. And it's really hard to explain to people how difficult it was to make films, because now, anybody you can shoot great stuff on a phone and you can edit it in your bedroom, and it's just amazing. Well, we couldn't have the sound and the picture together. So a lot of the films that we made, a little bit like this really, they were pictures with the sound over, which we did interviews and then we'd mix them together, which ironically is the way in which early documentaries were made in this country. However, if we were looking around